Good day, everyone. Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today I have a decorate with me in the dining room decorating ideas for a new table that I recently purchased. Yes, I switched out my old dining room table. Well, it wasn't really old, and I told you in that video that table would not be staying, and I had in mind back then what I was going to be doing with the table as well, which is going into my store/shop. So this is a picture of the new dining room table that I am adding to the space. It was a market find, and I'm going to give it a good cleaning with some basic Dawn dish soap and a little water. Use my drill to take apart the table, as well as a spritzer bottle, because I'm going to be using some chalk paint, and that is from Behr that I had mixed up in the Whisper White, which is the same color all of the walls are in the entire house, pretty much. So with that, I really like the chalk paint because it adheres excellently. I didn't have to prime the piece. I didn't disturb the undercoat too much, except for with a light sanding around the edges. That's why you see a little bit of the raw wood coming through. And I wanted rather to strip the whole thing down, but time is just not permitting for me to do that at this particular time. So I just decided I would go ahead and paint it a fresh, light, bright, creamy off-white color. Again, which is the Whisper White in Behr. And it's the chalk paint here. So I'm just going to take apart the table. As you can see, I flipped it over. A one-woman show. And then don't do as I'm doing by using a knife. Get your pair of scissors and cut your plastic sheeting so that you can protect the floor, because it was very cool here in Texas and I didn't want to be outside. So I took apart the other table, and as you've seen in the previous video, which is a decorate with me for Christmas, it is in my shop now, and it houses a lot of my decor items. So I'm just going to go in here with a couple of coats of the off-white chalk paint, and I'm starting at the base of the table, which you see me flip it, and then I took it apart, and then I set it on top of another table just to make it a little bit easier to paint instead of me getting down on the floor, because that is just not an option for me. So you remember that old commercial that used to come on, I've fallen and I can't get up? Well, it would be just me down there saying I can't get up. Eventually I would, though. So anyway, we are going in with all of the chalk paint coatings, and I applied actually 3 coats because I just wanted a excellent coverage on the surface of the entire table. Again, I did not prime the piece. It just wasn't required for this particular piece. And as you can see here, this first coat is not very pretty at all, but the entire thing, once done, I really, really like it. I did enjoy having a round table before, which I gave to my daughter, and I told you in a long time ago in several videos, and it was a little smaller actually than this table that I have here. This one here is a 60-inch round, and it's big, but even in the space being as wide and long as it is, it still has a lot of room to move around the entire table, as you will see coming up at the end of the video. And then once I finish coating the entire bottom portion of the table, I am flipping it right back over, and I'm going to go in again with some of the Dawn dish soap and give the top another good cleaning, since I had it flipped over and all of that good stuff, just to get off any extra dust and debris that may have collected once again while I was working. And again, just give it a good cleaning. And I love Dawn dish soap because it breaks up a lot of grease and different things like that. So it's a great product to use if you don't want to use the other chemical based cleaners that you can use before you paint. And so I'm going in here with several coats, which is actually going to be 3 coats of the chalk paint on the entire surface of the entire table. Then I'm going to go in with 3 coats of clear on top of the table. Yes, I could have went out and purchased a brand new dining table, but why am I going to go out and spend, again, hundreds of dollars on a round dining room table when there is beautiful pre-loved items that someone else doesn't want anymore that can be purchased instead of maybe going to a landfill? And I really like this table. It is exceptionally well made, very, very sturdy, as you can see, and it is made entirely of wood. And then once I'm done, I'm just going to give it a good little staging here. Basically, just set an arrangement on top of it, and there you have it. So, as I like to say always, stay inspired, motivated, and moving, creating something beautiful, if not for yourself, then for someone else. This has been Shenell, and I'll see you all for the next one. And stay tuned in, because next I'll be showing you the dining room chairs. Yes, I'm switching them out as well, because I've had these green ones. Well, they're not pictured here for many years. Thanks for watching.